General Hospital spoilers and updates reveal Sonny Corinthos is having open heart surgery this week on the show. Fans are speculating whether the show intends to eliminate the mob boss character, fueled by rumors that Maurice Benard, who plays the role, is considering retirement after a long career in the industry. Maurice Benard made his debut on General Hospital as the notorious mob boss, Sonny Corinthos, in 1993. Prior to this role, he portrayed Nico Kelly on All My Children from 1987 to 1990. During the 1990s, Sonny's mob-related tales were pivotal to the soap opera's plot, while over the years, he faced numerous shootouts and harrowing life-or-death situations. In a significant 2006 plotline, Sonny was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, a reflection of Maurice Benard's own real-world battle with the condition. While Sonny continues his life in the mob, the emphasis of the storyline has shifted to his mental health challenges rather than his criminal undertakings. Sonny has recently faced some heart issues. Having had atrial fibrillation earlier this year, he is now preparing to have open heart surgery. There have been many rumors in recent years suggesting that Maurice Benard might be considering retirement from acting. He is known for promoting mental health through his State of Mind YouTube vlog, where he often features soap opera actors discussing their own mental health challenges. Previously, Benard has dismissed any speculation about retiring. However, a recent Instagram video seemed to indicate a change. In a touching message, he expressed his appreciation for General Hospital fans who have supported him for over 30 years. Maurice wrote while he was deciding what to say he realized something. After portraying a character for over 32 years, which is more than half my life, all I can think about is the immense love and the feeling of it being my second home. A fan commented that the video message seemed like a farewell. Maurice Benard replied with several emojis, but did not clarify whether he is leaving the show to retire. As far as the character of Sonny dying, he goes for open heart surgery at the end of this coming week on the show. Considering someone who shouldn't know the details and is an enemy knows the details of his surgery and where it's possible, since Sonny would be an irreplaceable character. If the rumors about Maurice Benard departing from the show are accurate, fans will still have a chance to meet him in person. He is scheduled for a summer tour on select dates. The actor has teamed up with Coastal Entertainment for an evening of inspiration and reflection. The tour will also include a Q&A session where Maurice will discuss his experiences on GH. It begins in Texas on July 8 and concludes in Virginia a few weeks later. With Sonny facing surgery this week and Maurice's heartfelt post, do you think General Hospital is planning to kill off Sonny Corinthos? Share your thoughts in the comments. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Messy Syrup. It's me, Abby, here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching. So let's dive into today's video. General Hospital spoilers reveal a preview clip has been released for Tuesday, April 22, 2025. In today's episode, Curtis Ashford advises Trina Robinson. Willow Tate Corinthos issues a plea to Jason Morgan. Plus, Lucky Spencer doles out some tough love to Christina Corinthos Davis. Keep reading and let's discuss what's coming up in today's episode of the ABC soap opera. In today's episode, Willow turns to Jason for help. Willow doesn't know which way to turn or what to do next. What Jason tells Willow is that this war with Carly Spencer needs to end once and for all. We know that later this week, Willow travels to Germany to see Micheal Corinthos. Meanwhile, Carly betrays one of her allies. In a preview clip, it is suggested that Carly crosses Nina Reeves. General Hospital spoilers state that Trina Robinson opens up to Curtis. This is probably about Kai Taylor. Fans know that Kai has chosen to accept Drew Kane's deal. However, Trina has a really bad feeling about this. Curtis asks Trina if this is something that she can do. It sounds like Trina will have to decide if she can stand by Kai, even though she thinks he's making a huge mistake. Must read. General Hospital spoilers, unexpected betrayals, family matters, stubborn Sonny's surgery fans will also see Christina get some tough love. Lucky is hiding a big secret to protect Christina. In the preview clip, Christina tells Lucky that confessing will free her from the guilt. While Christina might be talking about confessing, she could hold onto this secret a bit longer, especially since Lucky stands to lose a lot too. Over at the law office, Alexis Davis pleads with Diane Miller. Diane is convinced that Christina needs to be committed to a psychiatric hospital. Alexis doesn't want to ruin the reconnection between Christina and her sister, Molly Lansing Davis. If Christina ends up getting committed now, Molly will be suspicious. As district attorney, Molly could even get access to the paperwork. This could lead to the truth coming out about Rick Lansing and Elizabeth Liz Baldwin's car crash. Plus, Ava Jerome proudly announces that she is back. Ava might not want to be careful though. Ava might have wealth again, but it could be ripped away all over again very soon. There's gotta be a reason that General Hospital has yet to let Micheal finalize his divorce from Willow. Yes, he's away recuperating from the burns he sustained in the explosion at Sonny's penthouse, but he is able to speak and surely is being kept in the loop about his estranged wife's actions by Mom Carly. Why is he doing nothing? Once the fit hits the shan, we could finally be launched into the Who Tried to Kill Drew mystery we've been anticipating. In the aftermath, Micheal would have no trouble winning custody of his kids from former cult member Willow. He could then adopt Sasha and Jason's baby, which is really his anyway, and make the noble gesture of raising the child with its mom, who has become his biggest defender. General Hospital spoilers preview update for Tuesday, April 22, reveals that Drew Kane will carry out a manipulation tactic while a Micheal Corinthos visitor plan forms. Ava Jerome will also take a victory lap, so there'll be a lot happening on the ABC soap. In Carly Spencer's kitchen, Nana Reeves will want to make sure they're still on the same page about their scheme for Drew's downfall. However, Carly's about to go against an ally, so it seems likely she'll call off this Nana partnership and insist on doing her own thing. Over with Willow Corinthos, she'll sit down for a crucial meeting with Jason Morgan and seek advice regarding her next steps. Jason will think the best thing Willow can do is go see Micheal in person and stop the custody chaos that's threatening to erupt. Willow will decide to visit Micheal at his German clinic later this week, but that visit may not go according to plan. Until then, Curtis Ashford will serve as a confidant for Trina Robinson, who'll have lingering concerns when it comes to Kai Taylor's dangerous procedure. Trina knows Kai is counting on her to back him up, but Curtis will question if Trina can handle the fallout if this doesn't go Kai's way. Next, Kai will tell Drew that he's decided to have this cutting-edge surgery. Drew will think that's amazing news and might take this opportunity to pitch another event for Kai to speak at. Kai is getting pulled further and further into Drew's political orbit, so this whole strategy of saving Kai's football dreams feels more like a manipulation tactic. Over with Alexis Davis, she'll stand by her choice to pay Ava whatever she wants, if it means burying Christina Corinthos Davis' criminal behavior. Diane Miller will still think Christina's forced mental institution stint would have been a better strategy. Alexis, on the other hand, will insist they should just let this blackmail situation ride and hope for the best. Once Ava heads back to GH, she'll take a victory lap in Rick Lansing's room. Ava is well on her way to having all her wealth restored, so she'll feel good about the corner she's backed Alexis into. While a smug Ava makes predictions about her bright future, Christina will contemplate a confession across town. Although Christina will view it as the only path to a clear conscience, Lucky Spencer will remind her of the steep price she'd have to pay to unburden herself. Christina would be risking her freedom along with her relationship with Molly Lansing Davis, so Lucky may advise against spilling the truth to the cops or anyone else. General Hospital spoilers say Christina will get updates on a curveball before the week's over, so stay tuned to see if she'll find out about Ava's leverage over Alexis. Big congratulations are in order for the family of General Hospital's Maurice Bernard, or more to the point, his daughter Cassidy. The ABC soap vet announced that his baby girl recently got engaged to her longtime boyfriend. "My baby girl Cassidy is getting married to a great man, Anthony Camerata," Bernard shared on social media, along with a photo of the gorgeous couple. They went to Japan, and he surprised her in Disneyland. It truly is a fairy tale. Cassidy, who just turned 26 on April 18, received a very special birthday message from her fiancé. Camerata posted 10 photos of his favorite person and stated, "Cassidy, you are not only the most amazing person, but no one makes me laugh harder than you do." He talked about her caring heart and expressed, "I love that about you," before going on to add, "You're selfless in the way you care for animals, especially our dogs, is beautiful to watch. I'm so happy we get to celebrate you in Japan. I love you so much." Next up, Star Wars Celebration, then Tokyo Disneyland. Bernard approved of his words and replied, "Beautifully said, my son." And apparently, given the actor's announcement, that trip to Tokyo Disneyland was one they will always remember as the place where Cassidy said, "Yes." Prior to that, Bernard sent his daughter his very own birthday surprise, featuring a cute video of the duo. "It's my daughter's birthday, and she's in Japan celebrating with her family," he stated. "I forced her to do this video a while ago, and she hates it. That's why I love her so much. She really is amazing in every way, and she loves her daddy." So with that, we send Cassidy a belated happy birthday, as well as our very best, as she embarks on this new chapter in her life with the man she loves. Joss finds Emma in a dumpster out back of General Hospital and offers her a hand getting out. She fell in taking out the trash as part of her community service. Joss goes to head out, but limps, and Emma asks if she hurt herself helping her out of the dumpster. Joss explains she did this during a hike on Easter Island. Emma can see she's in pain, so why doesn't she have crutches? Don't they go with her outfit? Joss says her ankle was just fine until she helped her out, and asks why Emma is always so angry with her. Emma yells she's sick of Joss getting everything she wants. First, it was the Easter Island trip. Then it was getting into Dalton's class ahead of those on the waitlist, and after the class began. Everything always works out for Joss. Joss notes that is what she thought about Emma when they were kids. She says Emma was perfect and could do no wrong. Emma argues that's because she was always doing what everyone wanted her to do. Joss laughs now. She's a criminal with a rap sheet, and Emma giggles. Emma admits she was always jealous of Joss growing up. Joss got to go surfing in Australia, had adventures, and was fearless. Joss wasn't afraid to push the boundaries, and she was a good little rule follower. Joss admits she was jealous of Emma, as she got what she wanted and never had to break any rules or push things. Emma asks for the truth. How did she really get into Dalton's class? Joss doesn't know how she got in, but she asked for no favors. Emma assumes PCU is just keeping her dad happy in hopes of his funding a new sports center. Joss again states she doesn't know how she got into class, but now that she is going to work her ass off. She says she'll see Emma in class and takes off. At Deception's office, Maxie and Brooklyn ask Anna what she means when she says she'll take care of Sidwell, and how bad this guy is, given he is their supplier of Zinsight. Anna explains that Sidwell is using them to represent himself as a legitimate businessman, so their dealings with him will be above board. She suggests they stay the course with him, but don't trust Sidwell. Anna heads out when Lucy arrives with news about Natalia. Maxie and Brooklyn inform her they already know, thanks to Jason. At the Quartermain mansion, Jason asks Sasha if she sold out to Sidwell, and if that was where her stash of money came from. Sasha admits she did. He asks why she lied to her friends about him and take money from Sidwell. Sasha explains she didn't exactly lie. Her mother provoked Sidwell to do what he did. and deception desperately needed that zinsight. So she downplayed his actions so deception could succeed. Jason tells her that she didn't have to take Sidwell's money, and both he and Micheal have told her they have her back. Sasha insists she needs to take care of herself, and she doesn't want charity. She says she took money from Sidwell and is done with him. Jason says the fact that she doesn't want people to know what she did means she isn't okay with it. At Windermere, Jens learns from Micheal that Sonny needs heart surgery, but she doesn't know how serious it is. He assumes that means it's serious if he didn't trust her with that information. She says she has to do damage control at Deception and storms out. At the hospital, Marco meets with Lucas to explain the situation with his father. Lucas states Sidwell has hurt many of his friends and family, all of whom think he's a criminal. Marco explains that he never grew up with his father, as his mother kept him away from him. Then, in high school, his mother rejected him because he was gay, and that's when he reached out to his father. Lucas is sorry and briefly mentions his history with Julian. Marco explains that when his father told him recently that he was moving to Port Charles, he suggested that Marco do so as well, so they could be close. Lucas asks if Marco knew who he was when he bought him that drink in Miami. Marco swears he didn't know Lucas lived here, and in Miami, he just liked the connection they had. He never thought he'd see him again. Lucas asks if Marco works for his father. He admits he is his father's business attorney. Marco explains that when his father told him recently that he was moving to Port Charles, he suggested that Marco do so as well, so they could be close. Lucas asks if Marco knew who he was when he bought him that drink in Miami. Marco swears he didn't know Lucas lived here, and in Miami, he just liked the connection they had. He never thought he'd see him again. Lucas asks if Marco works for his father. He admits he is his father's business attorney. Lucas inquires if Sidwell is a criminal and if Marco knows. Marco states that he has no evidence to suggest he is, but Lucas notes that's a well-crafted legal answer. Lucas explains his issue with his father's criminal history, which is why they were estranged when he died. In a courtyard next to the hospital, Isaiah doesn't want his and Jordan's relationship to end over Sidwell. She explains that she can't take the risk of being caught dating him, and Sidwell will likely have eyes on her. She says she is in a unique position to stop Sidwell. Isaiah says the man has never been nailed for any of his crimes, so the chance of her bringing him down is slim to none. Jordan says she has made her decision, so Isaiah tells her to be careful when he realizes he can't change her mind. He walks away from her. Anna arrives and finds Jordan upset. She asks if everything is okay. Jordan tells Anna she just broke up with Isaiah. Anna didn't realize they had something going on. Jordan says she really liked him, but then Jens came to town. Jordan thought she and Isaiah could keep seeing one another on the down low, but that can't happen now. Anna asks what changed. Jordan opens up to Anna about the truth behind her resignation and her decision to take a job working with Sidwell in an attempt to bring him down. However, there was one bit of truth to what happened with Ezra at the press conference. She has never been comfortable with Laura's closeness with Sonny. Anna asks what she hopes to get on Sidwell. Jordan feels that if he's planning something, then she'll get a heads up on it. Additionally, her presence in his organization will make it more difficult to pull something off. Anna can't believe they finally have a woman inside Sidwell's organization. Anna knows Jordan loves undercover work, and she's good at it, but this will come at a cost. Jordan notes it already has. Anna warns her that Sidwell is dangerous and has connections. At her office, Alexis takes a call from Sidwell about his son and their offer of employment. Alexis says she doesn't have time to discuss this and hangs up on him. Later, Sidwell storms into her office to argue for his son. He says Marco went to Harvard, has done excellent pro bono work, and has a fantastic client list. Alexis notes that he is one of those clients. She wonders if he set Marco up to work for their firm because Sonny is also a client, but he insists he didn't. She asks if he asked Marco to move here. He admits he did only so they could be close, and she'd be a fool not to hire his son. Sidwell reveals that Natalia is his ex-wife and Marco's father, but he is not Allison's father. He details how Natalia took their son away when he was a baby, and he missed out on a lot of his life. They reconnected when he was in high school, and he paid for his college. He is looking forward to finally living in the same city as his son for once. Alexis sees he loves his son, but that has no relevance on whether they hire Marco. She sees Jen's out. Sidwell, however, refuses to leave, and he wants her to know Marco has never done anything illegal, and he'd never put his son in a situation where he'd have to. Alexis thanks him for the input, and Sidwell promises her that his son can rise to any challenge she presents to him. He finally leaves. Back Deception, Lucy, Brooklyn, and Maxie discuss how to deal with Natalia and Sidwell. They can't cut out Sidwell, which would postpone their global launch and jeopardize the momentum their wrinkle cream has begun to build. They agree to continue working with Sidwell, but Maxie inquires about their plans regarding Natalia. In Carly's kitchen, she insists to Sonny that she's coming to LA with him to see him through his surgery. He says she can't, as he doesn't want attention drawn to him, and he's her ex-wife, which is a big red flag. Carly claims they can say they are interviewing doctors for Michael's return as a cover story. Their discussion is interrupted when Brooklyn calls and asks if Sonny can come to Deception to discuss Natalia. Natalia arrives at Deception as the women are discussing what to do about her. She tells her side of the story, that she and Jens broke up when their son was a baby, and last she knew, he was in East Africa. Maxie asks why she said nothing when he showed up in Port Charles, and they began doing business with him. Natalia explains she froze when Jens showed up wanting to work with them, and she didn't know what to say. She thought that after Lulu argued against him, they'd never work with Jens. Sonny arrives and is shocked to see Natalia there. Natalia explains she was giving the ladies an explanation. Maxie says they've come to a decision, and effective immediately, they are terminating her as Deception's CFO. Natalia argues she's been an excellent CFO, and begs Sonny to talk some sense into them. Sonny says he can't and accepts their decision to fire her. She can't believe, after all she's done for him, that he's not showing her loyalty. Sonny says, business is business. Natalia departs. Lucy notes they'll need a new CFO, and Brooklyn tells Sonny she's sorry they put him in this position, as Natalia is clearly furious. Sonny says he was the one who brought her into Deception, so he should have been involved in letting her go. Back at the hospital, Marco and Louis' conversation is interrupted when Natalia calls, and Marco notes his mom never calls him. Lucas gives him privacy, and Marco asks his mom what is going on. Natalia soon shows up and vents to her son that Sonny turned her back on her like she was nothing, and now she's been fired from Deception. She says his father had a hand in that too, and just blew up her entire life in Port Charles. Back at Carly's, Jason arrives, noting he got her texts, and asks what's wrong. Carly tells him that she has just found out about Sonny's heart condition and his upcoming surgery. She asks how long he's known. Jason has known since before what happened at the penthouse, and Sonny didn't want anyone to know. Carly asks how Natalia became privy to everything. Jason explains that she found him having an episode and helped him with his medication. Carly again wants to know why she wasn't told, and Jason reiterates that Sonny didn't want her to know. Carly asks why they didn't trust her, and if it's because of Jack. Jason tells her that she and Sonny were separated, and he knows what happened between him and Nina hurt her. He didn't want her to feel she had to take care of Sonny or be there for him. She thanks him for thinking about her feelings, but she'll always love Sonny, especially as they have kids. She revealed she's going to lay with Sonny, and it's her choice. She will always be there for him, and he'll always be there for her. Jason is glad she's going as Sonny will need more help than he thinks he does. Carly admits she's worried that Sonny told Natalia too much, and what she's told Sidwell. Jason has to assume that Natalia's told her ex everything. On the next General Hospital, Christina ponders confessing and tells Lucky it's the only way she'll free herself. Curtis asks Trina, "Is that something you can do?" Alexis tells Diane, "The best option is to leave it alone." Kai tells Drew, "If you think it's a good idea, I'm in." Nina asks Carly if they agree on the plan. Jason urges Willow to face Micheal to try and end this war once and for all. Ava, wearing some bling, states, "Ava Jerome is back. There's more to life than work," and though Christina Wagner has played one of General Hospital's most recognizable characters since 1984, she recently took some time out to make special memories. The ABC soap actress posted a sweet photo with her son Peter, who she shares with ex-husband, bold and beautiful returning actor Jack Wagner. The mother-slash-son duo just so happens to be on an adventure together, and Wagner has been documenting their trip by taking over 500 photos. Of this shot, she stated, "This picture is my favorite one so far. I sent this picture to my brother, and he commented that we look happy and wrung out. He couldn't be more right." This particular moment was taken in El Chalten, a small mountain town set within Los Glaciares National Park in Argentina. And prior to that, Peter posted numerous photos from Glacier Perito Moreno, and wow, the scenery of the park was absolutely stunning. However, when they first started out on their trip, as Peter shared, it had been a wild ride, so far with flight delays, cancellations, cellular malfunctions, greedy cabbies, and serious jet lag. And as they were making their way to their destination, he and his mom found the opening of this restaurant, which was an absolute gem. We're so happy that the actress could take some time away from the real world and enjoy all that the real world has to offer with her son. On the next GH, Carly and Jason clash. Drew's reaction surprises Willow. Dante and Lulu discuss family matters. In addition to Carly and Jason clashing, General Hospital spoilers for Wednesday, April 23, 2025, focus on Drew's reaction surprising Willow while Tracy makes an offer. Carly and Jason are besties, but don't hold back when they disagree. Remember how Jason told Carly that whatever happens to her will happen to Brennan. If she ends up dead due to his dangerous existence, so will he. She knows Jason isn't a fan of Brennan, but she doesn't care. She's living her life. Well, the two find themselves clashing again. Is this because he is the ally that she betrayed? Jason fancies himself someone who tries to keep the peace. Carly's not like that at all. She prefers to stir the pot and even switch into attack mode when called for, especially if it's to protect her children. Will the two be able to resolve their issues? While Carly and Jason clash, there's something odd percolating between Drew and Willow, too. This could be about Willow's trip to Baden-Baden to see Micheal. How does Drew handle her flying off to confront Micheal? Because from the looks of this teaser, it might not be too well. We'll see when Drew's reaction surprises Willow. Elsewhere, Laura may be rethinking her life as mayor of Port Charles. She has suddenly been inundated with corrupt councilmen, a mob boss who's upset over his territory potentially being taken away, and a deputy mayor who publicly resigned. Who knew the Esplanade project, which is designed to unite, not divide people, would end up bringing out the worst in people? Needless to say, look for Laura to defend herself. She'll undoubtedly have to defend her choices, including her controversial friendship with Sonny. Lulu recently helped Dante celebrate his birthday, and now the two are discussing family matters. This could involve their living situation. A while back, she mentioned wanting to live with Charlotte and Rocco so she could reconnect with him properly. Is that what this is about? All we know is that every time these two are in the same room, We wonder if this will be the day Lulu takes it upon herself to blow Brooklyn's secret out of the water. Finally, Tracy is ecstatic that she no longer has to deal with Drew Kane, and he can no longer use the Quartermain name. But that wasn't the end of her shenanigans. Suddenly, Tracy makes an offer. Does she actually end up mixing it up with Sidwell? And what does this offer involve? Cameron Matheson hit the Big Apple and surrounded himself with some seriously top-tier people. And yes, soap fans will recognize a few familiar faces. General Hospital star Cameron Matheson brought his signature warmth and positivity to live with Kelly and Mark during a recent trip to New York City, and it turned into a heartwarming reunion with what he called the best humans ever. In a video shared on Instagram, Matheson gave fans a behind-the-scenes look at his joyful visit with longtime friends and colleagues while he did the press junket for his new game show, Beat the Bridge. Matheson shared a behind-the-scenes photo carousel on Instagram, capturing hugs, laughter, and pure joy as he reconnected with Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos, two longtime friends and former colleagues from his All My Children days. Matheson wrote in the caption, tagging the dynamic duo along with a few more familiar faces. NYC Press Tour, fueled by coffee, adrenaline, and my love of Game Show Network, caught up with some of the best humans ever my past, All My Children family, Kelly Ripa, and Mark Consuelos on Live with Kelly and Mark. Then my amazing Good Morning America family. Still feels like coming home talking Beat the Bridge, General Hospital, and Great American Family, and trying to act like I slept more than 4 hours. Soap fans know that Matheson played Ryan Lavery on the beloved ABC soap alongside Ripa and Consuelos. Their on-screen chemistry clearly translated into real-life friendship that stood the test of time, and judging by the photos, the vibe was as warm and welcoming as ever. While Drew Kane is deep in the drama on GH, Matheson's real-life NYC stop was a dose of pure positivity. The actor, known for his high-energy charm and heartfelt nature, beamed as he posed with the live hosts backstage, reminding fans just how far he's come since his Pine Valley days. The reunion wasn't just a walk down memory lane. It was a celebration of connection, gratitude, and shared history. Fans flooded the comments with heart emojis and messages about how much they loved seeing this trio back together again. The next General Hospital spoilers video for Tuesday, April 22, 2025 teases Kai giving Drew an answer about the surgery, while Ava assured Port Charles she is back. It all starts with Curtis asking Trina, "Is that something you can do?" It's easy to assume he's talking about his daughter accepting Kay's decision, whichever one he makes. But after already losing 2 boyfriends, watching Kai going back to a dangerous career may be something she can't accept. Over at Miller and Davis, it's back to Christina's legal troubles when Alexis tells Diane, rocking the new haircut, the best option is leave it alone. It seems Alexis has decided not to intervene with her daughter's life, even if that means she could end up paying for her latest crimes. Meanwhile, Christina will be spiraling as she admits to Lucky, "The only way I can free myself is to confess." Christina seems truly shaken by her actions that caused innocent people to get hurt, and if Ava doesn't turn her in, she may turn herself in. It appears Kai makes his big decision when he tells Drew, "If you think it's a good idea, then I'm in." Kai is still giving Congressman Cutthroat the benefit of the doubt, despite the warnings from Trina, Curtis, and Portia. Over at Carly's, she and Nina appear to have a new plan in place. "Are we in agreement on our plans?" Nina asks her rival, and it can only be about one thing, keeping Willow from Drew. Willow may already be having second thoughts about how fast things are moving with the congressman. During a conversation with Jason, he tells her, "You need to face him and end this war once and for all." If the him is Drew, who exactly is the war between? Finally, Ava will walk into what looks like Rick's hospital room, donning a fur coat and shades, stating, "Ava Jerome's back." She's got her riches again, and she's about to drain Alexis of every penny or else Christina pays. General Hospital spoilers reveal that viewers have been asking what's inside Professor Henry Dalton's mystery briefcase. That's why Daniel Goddard decided to pose the question to his followers and offer a prize for the best fan answer. On various social media platforms, Goddard kicked off an exciting contest with a post about the briefcase his character was spotted with. In the April 18 episode, Jocelyn Jacks followed Professor Dalton as he took that briefcase to a lab for authorized personnel only. It all looked very hush-hush and shady, especially since the WSB is obviously looking into Professor Dalton and whatever he's up to. After Goddard posted a video of Professor Dalton with the briefcase, he invited viewers to weigh in with their thoughts on the contents. It turns out Goddard will pick one lucky winner and give them a phone call, so let's look at his grand prize offer. Pulp Fiction had a briefcase, and so does Professor Henry Dalton. So what do you think is inside? Let me know in the comments, and the best one will get a phone call from me. Oak, let's do this. Have as much fun as you want. Goddard insisted. It sounds like Goddard was looking for silly answers more than serious ones, but he got all kinds of responses in the replies. Fans have been guessing everything from Professor Dalton's Superman costume to a fatal virus. Jason Thompson even joked about Patrick Drake's scrubs being inside in a hilarious Instagram comment. There's no confirmation yet on what was actually in Professor Dalton's briefcase, but Jocelyn will keep working to find out. Vaughn has instructed Jocelyn to score the coveted research assistant spot now that she's in Professor Dalton's class. Assuming that Jocelyn pulls that off, she'll be a step closer to finding out all Professor Dalton's dirty secrets and whatever threat he might pose. Jocelyn may gather more clues and make some troubling predictions about Professor Dalton as her investigation heats up. So we'll bring you updates on any shocking news ahead. General Hospital spoilers say Daniel Goddard's character will bring some surprises to the canvas as Professor Dalton's storyline moves forward. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you agree or disagree? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates. Your opinions matter, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.